Good morning and welcome to day 3 of the Masters World Cup Hockey. We're bringing you a game from Western Province Cricket Club in Cape Town. Game between the Netherlands and a Namibian team, which is called the Spirit of Masters Namibian team. The event has got these teams that get put together called the Spirit of Masters of players who really enjoy hockey and want to keep playing. And to put a team together, as you see the Dutch early in this match having a good foray into the circle, forcing the Namibian team to come out the back. Lane Cleve. This game in the over 50 category of the Masters World Cup. There's a whole bunch of categories. The players need to be over 50 years old to be eligible for this. And these games taking place in a pool format where points are accumulated, and at the end of the tournament on the last day we have a playoff section where the winners will be decided and the final placings. The Namibian team just getting pushed back in the edge here, playing in their white strip with striped socks. The Dutch team playing in blue today with their traditional orange socks. Unmistakable, very bright socks and collector's items at this World Cup. Like I said, this day 3 of the World Cup. There's been lots of hockey so far, and still lots of hockey still come. Tournament running all the way to next Monday. So this game is only the day 3 in the build-up for this game. Holland just playing the ball out wide yet. The Namibian team putting a full defense on. Everybody back in a grid-like fashion. Forcing the Dutch to move the ball around the outside, which they have now taken all the way to the top left corner. A big cross coming in. Nice clean strike there, but no connection made in the circle, unfortunately. And that ball going harmlessly across the face. They're going to have to work hard to get the ball out the back here. It's been a pool A of the section, O55 section, O50 section, sorry, as we see the Dutch now pushing the ball forward, trying to hook it left there. The Netherlands have played one match so far, and they won that game on day 1 of this tournament. They had a rest day yesterday, I think. Netherlands starting off their game against the Alliance team and smashing in 22 goals in that game. And the full 3 points. So they've had one game behind the rest of the pool. The Namibian team, on the other hand, started against South Africa, and we have a circle entry coming from the Dutch again, just trying to spin, get himself around on the baseline. Namibian players doing a little bit of tap dancing, trying to get their feet out the way.
the camera also runs on batteries, I'm not quite sure.
Netherlands starting off here, having much of the run of the game. But as often is the case in these games, they start off very cagey. Or the teams kick into action and start seeing what they can and can't come up with. A little bit of a bump in the midfield there, but nothing too untoward in this game. Dutch team playing on the outside, trying to find Anton Maas with a circle entry. The ball has popped in, but again, the Namibia team mopping up. I'll be looking for some clean circles here. The ball popped up off a body. I think it was missed there. They still have the ball, and they're going to reset that one. Ball popped up onto the body, but possible advantage maybe been played. Hussein Veerstra with the ball, pushing it forward. Again, good turn in the circle, trying to get your shot on target, and a perfect arc in front of the goal. Great little spin and turn by the Dutch captain there. Connections on. Sorry, we lost some sound there. Rain is causing a bit of havoc here with our transmission. One love up in this game and looking to put some more in. There it goes. Drag flick happening. Fantastic save by the Namibian keeper. Was really on top of that one from the start. Didn't have enough power on it, so they'll be a little bit upset with the pace of that. As Namibia try and play the ball at the back here. Just trying to get the ball to the halfway line. The Dutch team keep picking them off. Again, a little foray going through the circle there. Nice little circle entry. Putting off the shot himself to the P spot. And a lot of tackles coming in there, but I think he'd be a little bit upset that they didn't take that opportunity better. as the game follows a pattern of 16-yard for Namibia, followed by slight onslaught by the Dutch coming forward, trying to find circle entries. Little tackle happening there, trying to come away with the ball, with a double tackle happening. Games like these can be quite frustrating with the defensive pattern being set up. Deep in the circle, a lot of congestion and very little space to move for the Dutch. They're going to have to take their time and piece together how they're going to get through this defense. Nobody faulting the Namibians for putting up as much of a defense as they can. As, again, the Dutch come across, looking for a space, keep moving the ball side to side, trying to open up a hole. The cross coming in, fantastic deflection and save on the Namibian goalkeeper, and they come away with a free hit to relieve some pressure. Good example there of the patience on the Dutch side, just moving the ball side to side, forcing the Namibian team to shuffle, and in the shuffle, often gaps open up for them to play through. High press coming on the Dutch end. Frank Ellens is putting the pressure on, and then winning the ball and coming away, using Vestra to get the ball out wide and again play to the open side of the field. Bruggeman on the ball, trying to get the ball across. Clean ball through to Meerkens, who just backhands that in to the keeper, who then gets a long corner out from that. Anton Maas scored the first goal. Nice, neat spin in front of the keeper, indoor style, just changing the angle and playing into the open net. As again, Namibia are forced to put every single player in the circle, and Luigi Talon just holding their ball into the P spot. Gets popped up off. Looked like Dishdam just popped up a stick there into the Namibian player's chest. And of course, the ball seemed to have come off the Namibian player's stick, and that lifted ball came from them. We have another short corner, the second short corner of this match for the Dutch team. Looks like Vestra is lined up to hit this one. A couple of players around it. No, might not be Vestra. He's on the right-hand side looking for a deflection. The ball comes out. A little bit of miss-push. A nice clean hit across. Nice clean hit across there from Wassenberg, but I think the injector was wide open, and definitely be let it known that he thought it should come to him. I think you'd find that in most injectors in the world. I think they're open most of the time. They do all that work to go and help inject and then get the ball back. It's Groeneveld, Martin Groeneveld on the ball right now, as the Dutch keeping the ball moving around. Frank Elians on the right half, just getting the ball back to the open space. They've been very good at doing so far. Casper Hengs holding the fast. The ball come across the D. Namibian keeper Garth Panton having to do a lot of work there, diving around the goal mouth. Worried about a shot, and it didn't come because there wasn't actually anybody there. But again, the Namibian team with a full defensive press. And the ball gets smacked across. Well, there's debate about whether he touched the ball inside the goal. I think he did. His stick was across the line. As the Dutch come in again. A typical left T-point, receive and fire. But there's just too many Namibian players in the way. It's going to have to be a bit of calculation done. This game hasn't left us half yet, as the Dutch pressure keeps coming. Straight off for the ball, trying to find a ball through. Dindam. Look, Pennefather just picking the ball up there, which is a bit of a hazard in the hockey games. Not encouraged from people. But the Dutch team just having to do some homework here and seeing how they move the ball around. It's going to be a test of their patience. Bit of a training drill, this. They keep moving the ball on the outside. In fact, it resembles an indoor hockey game. Ball be moved around, and then the big crash in. Just touched by a Namibian player. Still in the circle. Still has it on target. Ball being raised across, and the umpire claiming that was dangerous. Van der Groenteman with a good delivery into circle there. Just been deflected by a Namibian stick off the target. And Namibia have to restart and try and get the ball out the back with a wall of blue in front of them. Lionel Steffens on the left there with all the pressure in the world. Lots of pressure that he has to deal with, trying to get this ball out the back. Trying to throw the overhead. Not quite high enough, Lionel, and umpire saying it could have been dangerous. And the Dutch get to reset and play again. Vestra trying to throw the ball wide. Got the circle in, just get something for this. Ball fired across the face again. A little too close to the keeper. Nobody there to deflect. Again, delivery to the T-point. Really good space on the backhand. Pulling it back. Going for goal himself. Dane Dum just getting all the movement there, but going for the big trigger. I think a little bit hopeful in the close spaces. You're not going to get enough time to get your full swing of the arc when there's so many people around the circle. And again, Luigi Tolon has just got to make the ball go somewhere. The long hit will probably be the better option here. Nice clean hit going out there into the gap, but the reset just puts the Dutch back with the ball around the halfway line. There's their player on the back. Frank Elians just on the ball. He's the gap. Very nice ball. Again, Vestra in the midfield, just being the fetcher and collector going around. We see Casper Hengst going into the circle, just not linking up. Another time coming through here. Loose ball in the circle, this should be tapped in. Dane Dum just knocking the ball in quite comfortably with a backhand. Loose ball in the circle. Lashed onto, again, Namibia just guilty of probably not knocking the ball away as quickly as they can on the sideline there, but this game is now following a familiar pattern. Holland pestering the Namibian goal. And 2-0 up as we come to the end of this first quarter. The Netherlands team are a little bit frustrated, and they'll have to just work out this pattern of what they're going to do here. Might just be wiser for them to let the Namibians come out a little bit more, create some space behind for them, maybe sag a bit. That'll create some space. As we end the first quarter, Netherlands up 2-0 against Namibia. And it's the Namibian Spirit Masters.
That waiting for the gun, the nerves are just too much, thinking about what is about to go down.
There goes the horn to start the race.
No, I think it's really amazing. And now the whole setup and people are dressed up.
We're giving something, I think, to the people is just fantastic.
The support on the side of the road is second to none, and that gives you the extra oomph.
Thoroughly enjoyed it. The scenery is beyond what I could imagine. I seriously enjoyed it. I met so many wonderful people on the way.
Really enjoying Cape Town. People seem to really appreciate artwork here, which is really nice.
Come and visit Cape Town. We are waiting for you with open arms. We welcome you here. This will remain a city of hope and opportunity for everyone, not just in Cape Town, but around the country and the world.
And he takes the tape.
Cape Town is open, safe and ready to host you.
Netherlands and the Namibian Spirit of Masters team. This game taking place in the over 50 category. The Netherlands 2-love up in that first quarter, but having all of the play go their way. The Namibian team being pushed back into their own 22 a lot in that first quarter. But in this chuck here, we see the Namibians have a bit of territory space going front forward here. Pushing through, trying to find a circle entry. That would be a great opportunity if they can just find the ball going forward. Maybe just get some value for money, maybe a short corner. But the Netherlands come away with the ball, and they're going to have space to play into now if they can just move the ball forward. Dane Dam on the ball now, looking for an option, and there's one on the right if he can find it. Perfect pass. Just behind Meerkens, who thought he was in there. Ball getting played to the D. Just changing the lines. The Dutch being patient. Ball being played in, but just a little bit lifted from Frank Elians. And umpire saying that was dangerous. Lifted ball. As the Namibians get to reset. Oh, I got you. And Namibia just trying to get the ball at the back. Bit of pressure there on Luigi Tollen. Dane Dam just trying to get the upper hand there. Been fooled there by the underhead, not the overhead. As Namibia now played on the right-hand channel, trying to throw the ball. A lot of pressure. They need to move this ball a bit quicker. Holding the ball isn't the best solution in these games. The ball needs to move. We see the ball rolling through, and Cybring just being brought into action there, the goalkeeper. But nobody close to really make it any effort. Just a clearance that happened there. And Namibia now in the 22. Again, just holding on the ball a little bit too long. If they could just make the ball move. An unfortunate foot there, and this gives the Dutch time to clear the channels. The ball gets thrown on the overhead. Mess on the sideline, yeah, just waiting for the action. Good ball in field. Little in-out pass. Mess is going to have to make some effort to get to this one. Good leg action. Ball back into the D. Big tackle that came in there, and it's definitely going to be a short corner for the Hack. Great counter-attack from the left-hand side there. Just an overhead being thrown out of pressure. And the attack down the right-hand side of the in-out pass. Textbook stuff. And the circle entry, which resulted in the foot. And the Netherlands now get to show off their short corner battery again to see what Kevin. Last one wasn't trapped, so we don't have an idea yet what they do. They should give us some clue on this one. Meerkens looking interested in the hit here. Namibia setting up with a traditional 3-1. And the ball being crashed in by Meerkens. Just a nice solid hit on the left-hand side there. That puts the Netherlands 3-love up in this match. Starting to get in some rhythm now. In fact, opening up the game and letting Namibia come down the field, create some space for them to play into as they do now, going forward. Great intercept that happened there. Penny Father just with the intercept, holding the ball a little bit too long. Gonna have the quick free hitcher. Tries to throw the over. It wasn't very far. Only far as Van Hekkersen, who plays the ball in field, and now Dutch get to open up the game. Dane Dam, the goal scorer on the top. Good V-drag skill. back to the midfield to make the decision. A bit sloppy in the midfield. There's Ton van Hekkers just gets the ball back in the middle again. Nove to the free side, but G. Murray just reading that quite quickly and running across and picking up the intercept. And then it result, the ball runs over the sideline without troubling anybody. Owen Andura just trying to make a play happen over there. And getting trapped, but the Dutch coming over the ball now. Can they get this ball in the circle? Little baseline run across the face. The backhand flick, but into the keeper's chest. Garth Panson making a great save there. Good skill on the backhand. Good skill on the backhand, but not good enough to beat the keepers. The crowd show their appreciation. Paul Mess had a really good chance to put the clock away there, but he just couldn't get hold of it, and the goalkeeper making a fantastic save as the Dutch line up again, trying to fire the ball in the circle. They do get it, and this should be an easy put away. Ball to the T-point, keeper coming out, and just the good old-fashioned indoor skill rounding the keeper, put him on the deck, and Versteeg scoring a great goal there. Puts the game at 4-0. We're in the second quarter, still 11 minutes to go. The Namibian Spirited Masters team really under the cosh here against the spirited Dutch team who were definitely one of the favourites to win this section. And so the experience, though, is going to be worthwhile for these Namibians to appreciate how the Dutch move the ball around the field, keep the ball active. Good turn there for Versteeg, the goal scorer, just getting back inside. Playing to the open field. And keeping the ball moving. Good example of when the ball, Groeneveld passing the ball on the line. This is going to be a good chance for Frank Elliens. Into the circle, the deflection. Popped onto a foot. I think that was unlucky because it looked like a deflection onto a foot. The captain, Anton Maas, just tapping it off, but the umpire saying that there was a stick collection and giving the free hit back to the Namibians. Collins looking for the overhead, just popping it over, but not into clean space. Van Hekkerson is waiting there, and Paul Mess just moving the ball around, looking for the sidelines. They're trying to find their way through. Meerkin's going to play the ball back again. They're looking for somebody to come into the box for the fetch. Being patient about this. Back again to the open side. Meerkin's just not holding the ball with a big crash. There it is. Paul Mess on the edge of the circle. He's going to try and spin. And he does spin straight into Tollins' foot and gets himself a penalty corner. Not sure if somebody was waiting there for that deflection. But you can see the predetermined skill there. And the Dutch earn another penalty corner. Dutch coaching staff calling for deflection, yeah? Keith Meerkens follows the call. Ejection coming out. Good trap. Straight hit. And very simple powerhouse shot from Meerkens. Sorry, I lied. It came from Van Hekkerson. Ton. Just the powerhouse shot coming through. Players taking turns cracking this ball through. Van Hekkerson just absolutely smashing that through the goalkeeper. Garth Panton having no chance. That puts the Dutch team 5-love up in this fixture. We're in the second chukka. And definitely one-way traffic in this match. Bruggeman just getting tackled on the turn there, trying to get through. Ball being popped up with a lifted, but umpire saying first defense. A little over being thrown, and now we've got some action up front. Steinbrück just trying to find a ball through there. Michael Steinbrück with no support. Now, as it happens often, is this space on the open side now to play through as Namibian players just clear the ball as fast as they can. Derek Bronkhorst getting the ball out the side as quickly as he can. Little circle entry, going the baseline, trying to pull the backhand to get the short corner, but unfortunately, Kratov just couldn't find the foot. Again, the circle entry to the top, good turn. Looking for the shot, can't find it. Going back to the P spot, rebound of the keeper, second rebound of the keeper, and finally the clearance coming out. I think that was Hengst, Casper Hengst, who had a beautiful chance in front of the keeper, and again, Garth Panton all over it as the Dutch try and enter the top of the circle again. A little bit of skill there from Erwin Andura, but just need to get themselves away from trouble as they take the ball wide to the sideline. A lot of pressure coming there from Alexander Kett. Winning the ball at the end of that. And the offload, and now trying to find the circle entry, but there's a lot of Namibians in the middle and they missed the ball. This is one of the situations where carrying the ball is not the answer. Moving the ball around is probably the way you want to go, because people that carry the ball often end up running into trouble, as Eric Kondura just stands in front of that ball and catches it. Again, ball in the middle, trying to find the deflection off the keeper. Ball being pulled back. And again, Eric Kondura coming to clear up. Looked like good tactic that the ball got smashed in. And the Namibian goalkeeper, Garth Panton, made the save back into play, where maybe when the ball came from outside the circle, he should have left it. The ball coming off the keeper into open play, often there's a Dutch player waiting for that put away. They haven't got it right yet, but you can see it happening as they now attack down the left-hand side, right in the top corner. Scanning for the cross, and there comes the cross. Good backhand trap. And again, close range flick. Garth Panton making another save. Getting his value for money with all the action he's got over here. We're in the circle again. Just trying to find a turn. Casper Hengst. Can't find around there. And Paul Mess. All coming across. A touch. Again, no value for money as Namibia try and clear the ball out as far as they can. Alexander Kett just looking up to see if he can find some action. Nothing happening. Os van Hekkersen, if he can do something with it. No. Ball going out to Maas. Back to Hekkersen. Somebody's going to crack it in somewhere. There it is. The crack and the backhand. Pulling the tomahawk out of the bag there. Over the crossbar. Here's Kratov just not getting full contact on that. As the Namibians now trying to get the ball out the back again. The overhead fading again as Kett gets the ball looking for the action. Is there somebody for deflection? There it is. A nice touch in front of the keeper. Keeper unsighted, and for the first time in a long time, Garth Panton gets beaten at close range. Great finish in the build-up there. Simple delivery. That puts the Netherlands now 6-love up in this second quarter. As the Namibian team are trying to find any way possible of just trying to get the ball on the field. They might look at hanging somebody high so that they can catch the Dutch just with one or two counter-attacks. Keep them honest in this game. They're not going to win the game, but they might want to just get some value out of this. I see they hanging Steenbroek out on the far side of the field. There goes a long ball through, but just not to anybody at the moment. And all it does is get the Dutch time to reset from the back. Ball being set up, nice overhead. Casper Hengst on the side, just running for the ball to land on his front. Starting with the build-up play. Viestra looking for the open play again. The ball's going to go on the line. And now sets it up again, wide. Ball into the D, popped up off the Namibian stick, but nothing from that. Again, Hanks is now kept behind the field. He's going to make some action happen. Again, well-designed look on the far side with a great cross-field ball. He's had a couple of balls that have come across from there with good delivery. Never big go for the long-range shot, but long-range clearance. Nothing happening there. Namibia overcommitting onto the defense as they feel they should, but the open side of the field wide open. Sander Groenteman wide open on the middle of the field, and the Dutch trying to work the channel, which they... Casper Hanks making the clear up. Hinkerson across, got some space again. Nice infield break and open up the angles here. If Bruggeman can just see an option, just keeping the ball moving and being patient. It just seemed low there, no advantage given. Seemed to be a little bit on the side. Hans Verhoeven on the sideline, yeah, just getting ready for his action when he gets on the park. Doing stretches. Good cross ball. Loose ball in the circle, but the hack coming just off the stick from Kratov, who popped the ball loose. Never been really struggling with those overheads. Ken Wassenberg trying to get the ball going. Got some action here. If they can get the pace of the ball passing up. Good intercept to the P spot. And the backhand onto the post. Another chance. Taking his stick off the ball. Just needed to keep his stick on the ball and get the flick off. But they get to reset and hold the ball again. Again, Casper Hanks having a lot of ball on the left-hand side. He keeps giving it back. Can he find something for this? To the baseline, and the clock runs them down. They had some time there, but that brings the half to an end. Netherlands up 6-love comfortably. Trying to piece together how they're going to finish this game. Namibia need a long team talk for that one.
At thehockeysite.com, it's about what happens in the locker room, thinking about the game. It's about planning and preparation, and about training and improving those skills, looking at it from different angles. But of course, it's also about teaching them to score and win. Thehockeysite.com. Share the knowledge.
Welcome back as you join us for the third quarter of this World Cup encounter in the Master section. The O50 game between the Netherlands and the Namibian Spirited Masters team. The Netherlands team dominating this game already, 6-love up. And again, a quick circle entry right at the start of this chaka. Namibians putting all their players behind the ball as much as they can in this encounter. And the Dutch having to find ways to move around and piece together how they're going to get out of this. Pull down the side there, but Van Hekkerson just putting the pressure on. An umpire changing their mind and saying, no, the ball should go the way. Great step through by Versteeg. Just putting the pressure on now. Casper Henks moved to the left half. Now to push through. Looks like he's playing more front. Trying to get some goal action. Being pulled back into position now as the Dutch go down the right-hand side. Again, just trying to piece together this puzzle, moving the ball backwards and forwards. Versteeg unhappily getting the ball trapped on his foot there. Who sees Luigi Tollen from this position. Try and throw overheads a couple of times. Just not getting them up. Casper Henks with a quick ball to the front, but it's been turned around. And no, we've been hanging some player front. We got Rasmussen high in the field. Trying to keep the Dutch honest in this game. Maybe trying to pick up a counter-attack goal, but just too much space they've got to cover. Martin Groenewald just passing the ball out wide. Setting the movement going on the right-hand side. Again, lots of space on the open field. Casper Henks just getting the ball going. Eckerson just not getting the ball clean. He gets it back again. A little bit delivery. The delivery gain between two players. Caught an edge of a stick there, I think. No. Namibian ball on the sideline. Rasmussen to the run down the sideline there, just trying to get some action, but no joy coming from that one. Yeah, Namibia just throwing the ball forward. Umpire saying that players weren't required 5 yards away and keeping the head going there. The Netherlands still playing with a very tight unit, not stretching the field as high as other teams do in this case. We saw in the Argentinian Spanish game, they were always forwards hanging really high in the field trying to stretch it. The Dutch team rather trying to play together as Bruggeman takes a run on the side. Pulls it back, tries to find the delivery. Circle entry coming, ball loose in the circle. Pull it, just need to tap it away. And again, Anton Maas, the captain, as he pulled it away, the swinging stick, knocking the ball out of play. Big delivery coming through on the far side. As Albert Bruggeman just has to make a big lunge there. The Namibians continue playing the ball at the midfield and then playing out the outside half. Lots of pressure on the outside half, having to get the ball over the top. Again, the Dutch playing to the open side of the field and having some space. Bruggeman finding lots of space on the side of the field. If you can just take on the backhand, pull back to the P spot. Click on the ball, trying to get the far post in. Hit a foot, looks like it. That's a short corner. 40 in front of the goal. Not sure if that was a shot or a cross, but delivery was clean. Meerkens had a nice delivery going through the back there. He's probably asking for the short corner now to hit this. The Namibians setting up now with a 2-2 variation on their short corner defense. Running 2 waves out. Delivery happens. Here comes the hit from Meerkens. And again, his delivery's been perfect on that side. Like clockwork. Just catching the keeper's pads, but not enough for the save to happen, and just too much power. As the Dutch knock up their 7th goal. Again, good pressure there from Bruggeman. Oh, Bruggeman just been caught by the counter tackle. He thought he was away there. Mike Kreiner just getting a bit of stick on that. And again, the Namibians struggling with the overhead on this pitch. The ball not going up much. Good control of the ball on the stick there as the play gets happen. There's a bit of space now to move into. We've got Dane Dam now on the field. He scored the first goal of the game. Trying to find the ball going across. Frank Ellens arriving with the big hits. Saving to the keeper and open goal for the tap-in. That ball just popped right into Anton Maas's lap. Lots of confusion. One of those shots that you land in front of you and you're not sure if it's true or not, but that was an easy put away if there ever was one. The scoreboard now ticking on merrily as the Netherlands team are applying all the pressure. Dane Dammenbroek just trying to get the ball through there. Another overhead being thrown, but again, the overheads have not been successful for the Namibian team. The clearance ball just been intercepted. Penefeather just in the ball down the field, but the reaction time was there. Versteeg putting his stick out and catching a clean one. Rolf Meerkens on the short corner there getting his hat-trick. All 3 straight pokes going straight into the bottom corner with power. Got that down to a 10. It'll be a definite weapon going into some of the bigger matches when they get to the playoff stage of this tournament. Anton Maas, the captain, also putting his hat-trick on the board. That 3rd goal, probably the easiest goal he's ever going to score in his life. And Wassenberg and Dane Dam also adding to this tally to keep the scoreboard going. 8-love to the Netherlands team. And becoming a training session in terms of how they're moving the ball around. Long ball through, a fantastic pickup there by Anton Maas. Trying to find the P-spot runner, tucks it back. But they were just turning the Namibians in the way as the ball's still in play. Little 1-2 play, just not finding each other in the circle as Versteeg arrived. And gets a bit of attention. That definitely looked like a big slack. No advantage given there. But I think Rolf Meerkens won't complain about a short corner being given again. Get some more practice on his straight poke. The recipe's been simple. Dane Dam asking if it maybe can come to him. But Meerkens lining up for the big shot. Namibians running a 2-2 again, trying to get 2 players out high. Straight poke coming in. Rolf Danton waiting for the ball as Garth Panton went down this time, knowing the big hit was coming. He gave himself a good flat leg, and then the ball rocked back. And unfortunately, the next flick sailing over the crossbar. Namibia surviving that one. Good compensation there from Garth Panton. Just realizing the straight break was going to come in again. He went into what you call the semi-log-in position, got one leg down. Just to cover that action, we see that goalkeeping style often employed in the indoor courts where players don't want to lie on the ground. They just want to get their knee onto the ground and to cover a big space and then be able to get back up as quickly as possible again. Penafeather just pushing forward now. Namibia having a chance to maybe get some more people in the circle. They've only got one target play in there. And the ball's going to land for... Unfortunately, went through his legs. He's disappointed, but does give the Dutch time to come down the field again. Very good hit down the field. Picked up cleanly by Anton Maas. He's going to run around the back here. Can he find some support play? The tuck back coming. Mess just a little bit guilty of waiting for the ball there instead of fetching it. Just check and look on the T-point. Here comes the fire to the open goal. And that was really good open field play. Bassenberg just doing the logical thing and playing the ball across the open face, and Anton Maas just couldn't get a stick on it in front of the open goal. Small injury taking place now. A little knock on the knee, I think. Looked innocuous, but you never know. As Namibia now have to reset again. Taking the short pass option, trying to find a quick route here. Erwin Undura just losing possession over there. He had it in control, and here comes the open play. And a great tackle coming in from Bronkhorst. The one-handed over the top. Looks for all the money that the Netherlands win for a goal there, but fantastic tackle coming in. Versteeg again, just trying to find the short corner like he does. And Namibia resigning themselves to the fact. Hit their foot before the umpire actually made the call. Luigi Tollen just claiming it. Hit the back of his stick. As the Netherlands now get to reset to see who's going to do what. Meerkin's not on the park right now, so Andries Versteeg stepping up. Could this be a drag flick? Injection slightly off. All across the face. Save on the line. Beautiful save on the line. Alexander Kett thought he was in for the money there. But Luigi Tollen just putting his stick out and again, the Netherlands got to be careful now. Just trying to play too much individual hockey. They need to pull the individual skill out when they need it, but the team play is going to be important to move the ball around. Versteeg on the left-hand side again, trying to find the circle entry. He did this last time and got a short corner. Big tackle coming in there. Stick line in the circle. Bit of confusion here. I think the umpire is going to give the Dutch the blow, but there was a case for a short corner there. As the ball comes right back out again. The Dutch got space on the far side if they can just get the ball across, and there it goes. And Heckerson just getting the ball to the T-point, and we're going to find the delivery. Kett trying to find the ball back again. Unfortunately, just not finding the direction. Alexander Kett trying to piece together the puzzle that's going to go in there. As Veerstrand now gets the ball. Aliens on the far side there, and Kett linking up together. A lot of white shirts from Namibia just crashing into the area. There's no space to work from. The ball comes top of the D. Dame at the back. Little deflection onto the foot, but they're going to play on for advantage. The pullback. And again, Anton Maas getting his 4th goal. Good textbook pullback to the 45. Anton Maas waiting on the action and just far corner. Out of reach of the goalkeeper, and that puts the score. Netherlands 9. Namibia Spirit of Men only 0. With just over 2 minutes to go in this 3rd quarter. Veerstrand is passing the ball out right to see if he can get Ket on the move. Ket coming to come back. Versteeg going to see if he can put out the ball. Good delivery and across the face of the goal. Somebody going to have a stick there. We do have somebody. Anton Maas again. Anton Maas dominating that P spot. Bas Wassenberg get a good delivery across the face there. As Ket gets it across, just nobody to play to his Garth Panton is calling to action yet again. Lots of action in his goal mouth today. Ball out left, a couple of feet on the way there, and definitely going to be given a short corner for that. As the Netherlands get another chance to have a poke at this goal. Discussion happening. We're expecting some variation, yeah? Maas on the right, Ket on the left. Versteeg looking for the straight one. They'll be running a 2-2, trying to get 2 players out. The push, not enough pace on it. Going out right for the zigzag. Versteeg on the bottom corner hit. He's going to love that one. Clinical. Interesting variation where the balls come out with a slightly skew injection. But adaptation perfect as the Dutch going to double figures. Pushing this game now to 10-0 in the 3rd. Chaka. Still 40 seconds left in this quarter. The Namibians keep persisting with the overhead, but they don't have anybody in the back that has got a powerful enough over to really clear the spaces. All they keep doing is just passing the ball back to the Dutch. And that brings to end the 3rd quarter of this match. The Netherlands 10-0 up. Some more short corners one in that. Chaka, as I see Garth Panton taking a break. He's had a lot of action in this match. As we have a break before we come to the 4th quarter.
That waiting for the gun, the nerves are just too much, thinking about what is about to go down.
There goes the horn to start the race.
No, I think it's really amazing. And now the whole setup and people are dressed up.
We're giving something, I think, to the people that's just fantastic.
The support on the side of the road is second to none, and that gives you the extra oomph.
Thoroughly enjoyed it. The scenery is beyond what I could imagine. I seriously enjoyed it. I met so many wonderful people on the way.
Really enjoying Cape Town. People seem to really appreciate artwork here, which is really nice.
Come and visit Cape Town. We are waiting for you with open arms. We welcome you here. This will remain a city of hope and opportunity for everyone, not just in Cape Town, but around the country and the world.
And he takes the tape.
Cape Town is open, safe and ready to host you.
You join us here for the fourth quarter in this match between the Netherlands and the Spirited Master team from Namibia. The Netherlands 10-0 up in this contest. This is the over 50 age group at the Masters World Cup. One-way traffic though, but the Namibians put up a spirited defense. Trying to block all the balls coming through the middle of the field here. As again, the Namibians put as many players behind the ball, trying to stop the circle entry, and the Dutch have been very good at moving the ball around the outside, trying to create the opening. As we have another circle entry, this could be the tuck back. Just not finding his player. Merkins just running on the side there, trying to see if he can get something in, but again, staying on that side is Casper Hengst, trying to get something for that. No joy from there. As the ball's made live again, and Canuck's going to try and see if he can get this in. Good touch in front of the goalkeeper, and it's knocked in. That was a good double deflection, that intentional. Kreithoff was the first one that gave it an angle. Wanted to change the line. It was difficult for Namibia to handle the ball. And it looked like Wassenberg was the one that just taps it away at the end there. So the Netherlands going up 11-0 now. As Namibia having a foray into the Netherlands 22 for the first time in a very long time, and they could just find a couple of through balls here. A ball loose in the circle. This could be interesting. And a P flick given. Interesting. Rasmussen was trying to go around, and umpire calls interference. There was an interference of the player there, and looked like a tough call, but umpires often prone when there's a goal scoring opportunity to get excited. And I think it's Penny Feather, the captain, who stepped up now. No pressure. The Dutch made a strategic replacement of keepers at halftime. And the save made. The substitution of keepers at halftime seemed to have paid off. And Namibia just can't crack this puzzle. Beautiful chance given to them. Nice through ball. It was just around the circle, but a fantastic goalkeeper save. Flick going to the bottom left. Good diving save. Looked like it hit the stick. And the game resumes. We've still got 15 minutes in this chucker. And the Dutch throwing the overhead right across from Knook. Casper Mains. Casper Henk, sorry. Trying to find the ball down the sideline, but just not trapped. As Kreithoff got an edge to it. A lot of ball going through the midfield there. Just Namibia trying to get some free ball out. Getting stuck there with holding on the ball a little bit too close to their feet. And again, the whistle going against them. And the Netherlands get to reset. Trying to find a circle inch, not the best strike they've had for a long time, but often the mishits, the ones that cause a bit of mayhem because they are unexpected. As Namibia gets a reset here. Umpire being very strict on the rules here, saying that needs to be exactly on the mark. 100 just going to get the ball in the midfield, passes it back. Tollins with a big hit, but only goes far as Canuck. And now we got Bruggeman trying to run it in, and again, like we said, the problem with these games is the players start playing individual hockey instead of team hockey, and it does allow tackles to happen a lot and frustration to creep in. Krinterman looking for the ball across the back. Van Hekersen right across the field, beautiful ball. Mertens going across to the P spot, and nothing coming from there. Still got the ball on the clearance. Just not able to get anything in there. Again, we won the ball again, trying to pull it to the circle, very congested, not many ways through. Namibia trying to break free as we have Rasmussen trying to throw a long ball through. Penny Feather up front, trying to hold it as much as he can. There are only 2 Namibian forwards up front there. Eugene Marais arriving and now moving away, and so now there's no Namibian forward in the circle. As Penny Feather makes a great intercept, but loses the possession. And now Namibia overcommitted on the attack, have left some space behind. Dane Dam trying to see where he can get through. Bit of a miss skill running with the ball. He should have maybe given the ball a bit earlier. Injury as one of the Namibian players. The captain looks like Penny Feather. Seems to have gone down high in the field. Must have taken a knock somewhere in that through play. Looks like a low back injury, but play has to stop for that. Everybody gets a breather. There's still 12 minutes left in this game. Again, we're in the 4th quarter. Netherlands 11 goals up over here. Put it in a masterclass. Anton Maas desperate to get back on the field to score more goals. As we have a lull in the game, as people are discussing various things all over the place. Seems like the rain's abated a bit now and it's clearing up. Still a beautiful day in Cape Town. As we're well into day 3 of this Masters World Cup. And if they're leaving the field, looks like a lower back injury. He might have tweaked himself when he ran through. Just maybe an awkward fall. But being attended to. And then maybe I'm making a substitute. Restart happening. Casper Hanks with the ball down the field. The big cross coming in from Rolf Merkens. He's been hitting the ball so clean in the short corner, you expect that to be as flat as it normally is. Just getting a little bit of air on it, and the umpire saying a bit of danger. As Namibia now are starting to hang a player a little high on the field, trying to see if they can catch the Dutch by surprise. But unfortunately, lack of control there. Leon Latergan doing some high patrolling work, but completely outnumbered. As Hanks again on the ball. Merkens can he deliver this cleanly. Ball comes back, the fire in. Everybody on the P spot. And that was an interesting clearance there by Eugene Marais again, back across the face of the goal. He might have been better served just coming away from that area and playing into the open, the short side of the field. A bit of playing for the trough ball, but again, just trying to get out to right half. They can get the ball on the field. Like I said, looks like Leon Ladergan's been given the job to go up front and just run around a bit and see if he can get some mayhem. And again, Casper Hanks into the midfield. A little tap out from Kreithoff, just a little bit wide, and here comes Merkens again to see if he can deliver it flat. Just a touch on it. There's so many people inside the circle. I'm not sure if anybody knows which way it's going to ricochet off. A bit of pinball wizard. Not getting the ball on the outside. Can he deliver it? Again, the pop in. The Dutch have the ball. Little backhand slide. Mars trying to get another ball towards the goal. Catch a key by surprise, but I think we've seen enough of Garth Panton today. Doesn't get beaten that easily. T-point pass and the cross coming in. Ball popping up. Umpire's going to have to make a call about danger, and he does. He says it's dangerous, and it's going to be a short corner. Rolf Meerkens striding to the top to say, give it to me. Meerkens having scored 3 short corners already. All of them being smashed bottom left nice and neatly. The last one that he did have, the Garth Panton started reading it and started getting himself in the way with a bit of a half log. Dane Dum coming from the left. Good injection, but poor trap. Ball coming across for the variation and the counter variation, and the ball getting lost. Short corner wasted there as Namibia go through. Big tackle coming through there from Van Hekkerson, who in the aftermath just loses it. A lot of mayhem going on here as we've got some time in front. Dane Dum on the ball, trying to pull it back. Being obstructed, but winning the ball back, and now we're going to free shot. A golden opportunity for Bas Wassenberg, who just pulls it to the left. Probably didn't realize how much time he had on the ball. As the Dutch roll the substitutions. Last 8 minutes of this match. The ball goes forward. Must have just come on the field to the P spot. Great save from the keeper, but unfortunately with the rebound, Paul Mess just picking up the rebound on the outside of the keeper. Mas and Mess, a good combination there. Coming on for the substitution, super subs, and running straight into the goal scoring action. Netherlands 12 goals up now. The Namibians did have a P flick, which was fantastically saved by Hans Verhoeven. Again, the intercept is enacted. Ball goes across. Dane Dum trying to find his way around. He's had a couple of runs that he's played through there that he's got caught on the dribble. Ball into the P spot. Just tapped over the baseline for another long corner. The statisticians will have to tell me how many long corners we've had in this game, but we're definitely around the 50, 60 mark by now. The cross coming in. Ball getting across. Still got position. A good turn on the fade. Trying to find the angle. Again, just finding a Namibian stick. As Versteeg gets in and does not have his best shot. Ball still alive. Meerkens now crossing the ball. Everybody taking a turn to get something off here, and umpire claiming that came with a ricochet, and the ricochet was dangerous. And so from that Meerkens cross, we get a penalty corner. As the Namibians line up now with a 2-2. Garth Panton again. Keeping goal. A little bit of a slow injection. A little bit of time to push it wide. The reward. Very simple push onto a foot. E.G. Murray, first wave, came out very quickly there. Just got to it in time, but couldn't protect his feet. And so the reward gets given. And the Netherlands have their +10 short corner. Good injection. Ball just popping in front of the trapper. They'll be unfortunate, but they've got time now to play it left. Ball goes 1 left, 2 left, down to the injector. Ket's going to look up now. Unfortunately, Alexander Ket had more time than he realized there and just didn't hang on to the ball. But the reset happens. the quick passing games they've done before. Rolf Meukens in the middle of the field, ball going out right. Along the baseline, around the tuck coming. As has happened so many times over there. All mess, and Anton Maas trying to link up, but no luck. Another crashing ball in, hit him on the finger. That's going to hurt. Just caught a deflection on the thumb. Ball crossed in, caught a deflection from a Namibian stick, and then hit. Maas on the finger. There's still 4 minutes left in this game, but they'll have a break now while they assess the damage. That ball was flying, so his first reaction caught him by surprise. Gonna need a nice bucket. Umpire saying it came off a Dutch stick. But Anton Maas not leaving the field. There's goals to be scored here. And he goes charging in again as the ball gets crashed on the field. That's the best hit of the day from the Namibians, to get the ball all the way on the field. Three and a half minutes to go in this game. 12-0 to the Netherlands at the moment, and Alexander Ketch is holding onto the ball. Moving it out wide. Van Hekkesen just getting the ball there. Push the ball on this right side quite a lot. Trying to get the ball in there. It's like Maas on the ball now, trying to get the short corner. Lots of attention from Namibian players, and eventually there's a collision. Both players falling on the floor and looking at each other, and resignation over there as they help each other up and give each other a hug. Short corner awarded to the Netherlands. Smiles all around though. Nobody panicking too much in the situation. Rolf Meukens though, just hoping for another short corner that he can bash in. Our short corner wasn't trapped, just popped in front of the trapper. Looked at the ball, a bit of topspin on it. Injection from Ket, good trap, good roll, and a cracking hits again. This time going bottom right. No chance. Namibia running a 2-2 and leaving two postmen on the line, but that ball with so much pace. Meukens put in the 13th goal of the match on the board with 2 minutes left on the clock. Still 1.5 minutes, and the Dutch trying to get one more goal on the clock here. 13 on the board at the moment, but every goal counts when it comes to goal difference at the end of the pool games. Umpire being super critical there, saying Andries Versteeg did not stop the ball cleanly. And now he's putting him into the 22 to make sure that he has to move the ball 5 yards before the entry happens. Long ball out wide, Alexander Ket looking up to see if he can link up with somebody. Nobody on there. Rugerman calling for the ball at the back. Now the big switch going to happen. Groenteman just getting the ball to good circle. Slight push forward. Dane Dam just arriving, trying to angle his stick to get a bit of a ramp on it, and just couldn't get enough pace on the ball. Thought he had knocked it in, but 50 seconds to go. Another crash ball comes in. Looks like it hit a foot again. As Frank Elians just popping the ball onto the foot just inside the circle. As we have the last short corner of the match, I think. And the Namibians will slow this down and try and ride the clock down for the 35 seconds so that the short corner finishes off. Meukens with 4 goals in this game, trying to get his 5th. Namibia will be wary of where he can go. He goes bottom left, he goes bottom right. What he does do, he goes with pace. As we wait for the injection from Ket. Clean ball out, nice trap, good roll. And as we've seen so many times before, Meukens smashes the ball bottom left for his 5th goal, and the game ends there with The Dutch winning this game 14-0. Entertaining game of hockey for the Dutch, who are moving the ball around. Unfortunately, Namibia just having to defend for all they're worth. Good game of hockey, and thank you for joining us.